Hello everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to the third episode of Skyblock. I think today is the day where we finally start utilizing these grass blocks. Only the sooner we start having passive mobs spawn in, you know, chickens, pigs, cows, and all those kind of mobs, the more amount of food sources we're going to have, and the more amount of resources we're going to have as well. You know, feathers and leather, all that kind of lovely stuff. However, if we bring up the F3 screen here, and we look at the line where it says biome, about halfway down on the left-hand side there, it says that we are currently in a lukewarm ocean. And so far as I can remember, barely any passive mobs at all spawn in the ocean-related biome. So what we need to try and do is we need to try... okay, already. So we need to try and find ourselves a biome that isn't an ocean, so we can maybe make a bit of a platform and have the grass spread and then get some passive mobs to spawn in. The coolest thing about all of the jungle-related biomes as well is they have super lush green foliage and grass, so it's going to look very, very aesthetically pleasing to get a bunch of greenery placed down out there. So our first odd job for today's episode is to make ourselves a little bit of a grass platform about 24 blocks away from our central base area. We're doing it 24 blocks away, so no matter where we are on the central island here, there will always be the opportunity for passive mobs to spawn on the eventual grass island. And just to make it a little bit easier in terms of counting, let's actually have just 24 slabs on us, and then we'll make a bit of a start out here. And while we do so, I just want to say, of course, a massive thank you for watching and for all of your lovely support throughout this series so far, my friends. Honestly, the support that has been shown throughout this series so far has been absolutely beautiful. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Of course, if you are still enjoying these episodes and you want to continue supporting them and the channel, do be sure to continue dropping likes beneath the videos. I'd very much appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you're new around here and you don't want to miss out on my future content. And if you do want to go one further with your support, consider checking out pythongb.com/PC if you're in the market for a brand new gaming PC. Now, you might be wondering why I'm adding a cobblestone slab layer beneath where our grass area is going to be, and the reason is very simple. I don't want a creeper explosion to result in me, you know, losing my dirt and grass blocks and all that kind of stuff, you know, so yeah, better safe than sorry, that's what I say. Alright, so let's get ourselves a bunch of grass blocks placed down. We're then going to begin adding a whole bunch of dirty dirt around here. Alright, let's make sure we've got the bridge lit up as well. And there we are. There shouldn't wind up being any mobs that spawn in, aside from passive ones over there. So, in other news, we've had a whole bunch of trees grow throughout the course of the beginning of today's episode, so that's very good. We're gonna make a bit of a start on chopping them down and getting ourselves a bunch of goodies. The sooner we get ourselves a decent supply of wood, the sooner we are going to be able to begin on our hostile mob drop trap farm for this series. I'm going to be needing a ton of trap doors for the eventual farm. So let's just check out our wood supply so far. 29 oak logs. Now, believe it or not, even just a single layered hostile mob drop trap farm will yield unbelievable rates at the very far bottom of the world. I know some of you folks have been asking in the comments area, well, why do you want to set up at the very bottom of the world? Basically, the further down you are, the higher the likelihood of mobs spawning, which basically means they're going to be spawning far more often. Actually, I wonder just how many trapdoors I will actually be able to make. I'm pretty sure 32 is the amount I need to line the edges of the spawn platforms. And then I'm going to be needing some trapdoors as well, so we can restrict spider spawns. Trapdoors are indeed enough to do that. So yeah, gone are the times where I used to go for wool carpets to restrict spider spawns. It turns out you could do just the same with trapdoors. So there we are. We've got enough trapdoors to line the eventual spawn platforms. We're going to be needing, I think, 9 times 4, so 36 further trapdoors. So it's going to take a little bit, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. We're just got to be patient, eh, folks? Oh my gosh! Oh, hey, another tree. Thanks, Thunder. The timing on that is immaculate. So the reason I went ahead and kept behind some dirt is simply to plant down more saplings. The more saplings we place down, the faster we'll be able to get ourselves all of the wood we need for our hostile mob drop trap farm. Ah, nice. Our sugarcane has grown a little bit. All right, so we can now spread that, and now we've got 2 sugarcane plants growing. So while all that stuff is growing and spreading and all that kind of stuff, I figured maximizing our productivity right now would be a good way to go. So let's grab ourselves a bunch of cobble. And let's hope that we don't get struck by lightning. That would be quite bad, actually. All right, another stone pickaxe. We've got ourselves nearly 9 stacks of cobblestone in total now. I think that combined with all of these slabs, yeah, we might actually have enough to make ourselves the hostile mob drop trap farm today. The only limited factor now is wood. So, yeah. We're getting there real quick, like. Needless to say, the sooner we get ourselves a hostile mob drop trap farm set up, the sooner we will have won Skyblock. Like, seriously, we're going to get loads of resources, loads of XP, because I'm going to make it so they all come down to a one-shot, of course. It's just, it's going to be brilliant. It really, really is. The sooner we have it up, the better I'm going to be feeling. Oh, my goodness me. Well, would you look at that? Not 1, not 2, but actually 3 chickens. Dude! Do you know how big that is for the series? We now have access to chickens and feathers. We're going to use a little bit of our wood supply so we can make ourselves a chicken pen. I think that'd be a good way to go. For now, I think the chickens can reside next to the cobble generator. So there we are. We've got ourselves a little pen made. Now we need the seeds. And then we're going to get these guys over here. Look at you fellas. Come on then. Please do not fall off. Wait, was there a baby back there? There is a baby. That's actually quite rare to have a baby mob spawn in, but there we are. Right, now if I could just get you all actually in there, then all will be well. So there we are. We have the ability to breed chickens now. We're not going to because we only have 2 wheat seeds. It's not a lot, is it? So yeah, I'd very much rather prioritize trying to get more seeds rather than, you know, breeding these folks up. Anyway, let's get right back to some chopping. We ain't about to let no thunder, lightning, and rain get in our way, my friends. No way. So then, 32 trapdoors to line the spawn platforms themselves, and then 9 times 4, I think I'll say. So we need a further 36. Oh my goodness me, we now have enough resources to make our hostile mob drop trap farm. Oh snap. This series is about to really hot up in terms of the rate in which we progress through it. It's going to be fantastic. Also fantastic is this ginormous oak tree. Wow! Before we get on with the hostile mob drop trap farm, though, I just need to quickly move my little work area so it's not in the way anymore. So here's how we are going to do this thing. We are going to be slightly sunken into the ground by half a block. The mobs are going to drop here. However, there's only going to be a half block gap, so rather like this, and that limits the hostile mob's ability to see me, and especially in the case of creepers, it stops them blowing up. The other benefit is, of course, we're going to be right next to the kill chamber, and that means we'll actually be able to pick up all of the XP and indeed all of the drops that come from the hostile mobs. So yeah, sort of doubly good, isn't it? We've got safety going for us, we've got drops going for us, we've got XP going for us. We've just got to get this thing built pretty much. All right, so what do we need? We need a bucket. We need a bucket of water. So then, let's get this thing started, folks. We need to add 23 to the Y value, which is currently negative 62. So what that means for us is we need to go up to negative 39. Placing down cobblestone as we go up, so it almost sort of becomes like a big old funnel. And, well, to be honest, that's the whole idea with this thing, to funnel mobs into a central kill chamber area. Random side note, we have a cow and we have at least 3 pigs over on our passive island over there. Yeah, buddy! That's what, 3 out of 4 of the quintessential Minecraft animals, right? We've got chickens, we've got pigs, we've got cows. The only thing missing is, what, sheep? Yeah, so here we are, y negative 39. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build out 8 blocks in all directions, forming a crisscross shape. So this would be the first block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, of course, we need to fill in the rest right here, like so. And it goes the same for the single block side area. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. So here we are, crisscross shape made. This is going to be the level where the water is hosted. The water is going to go at the edges, and of course, they will funnel the mobs that go into the water into the middle, making them drop down to a one-shot. So the next thing we need to do is we need to build up the walls here. All right, so we filled in the walls. What I need to do is I need to grab myself a second water source. But before we do anything, I'm going to make sure that this area up top is nicely lit up. I don't want mobs to spawn up here just yet. Hey, folks, you know how I like to take risks in Minecraft? What do you think are our chances of successfully being able to jump into that water source? I think there's only really one way to find out. It would be a super easy way down, wouldn't it? Ah, here we go. Oh, we made it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving you an anxiety attack. I really am. All right, second infinite water source. Thank you very much. Do we have enough cobblestone to still do all of this? I don't think we do. I think we're going to need to do another couple pickaxes worth of cobble mining. Only the next step is to sort of, in air quotes, fill in the cross so it becomes a square. Then I need to add the walls, which is going to be a whole bunch more cobblestone even still. And then, of course, we need to add the roof in. The roof is going to be made out of slabs, so, of course, no mobs can spawn on the roof. But, yeah, we still need to make the actual spawn platforms and walls themselves, eh? So let's go ahead and do ourselves a favor while we're down here. Let's get ourselves some more cobble. And there we go, my friends. A couple of pickaxes done and dusted. Also, we got ourselves a couple of eggies. Awesome. All right, so let's go and make ourselves another cobble pickaxe, and then we're going to get ourselves back up to the top of the farm, and we are going to finish this thing. How to get up there most safely, though? I mean, I'm thinking maybe just a ladder, and then we just chop the ladder away as we come back down after we finish the farm. I mean, it's not as if my central island has turned into a forest now. Look at it. While I'm down here as well, there's another little odd job I can do. We can spread our sugarcane fully. We now have 4 sugarcane plants growing simultaneously. So then, up we go, my friends. Let's get this thing finished off, shall we? Alrighty, so by adding another water source here, this middle one should have become an infinite water source. Yep, it has. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's get all of the water flows added in. This one, yes, I guess, strictly speaking, will flow onto the ladder, but the ladder... Oh, I thought the ladder would... Oh, dear. I genuinely thought the ladder would hold the water up, but we're not in old Minecraft anymore. You can waterlog ladders, can't you? Maybe I should go down and check on things. Just make sure that, you know, we're not about to lose a whole bunch of stuff. Thank goodness for that. No, just a couple of torches popped off. There's a few saplings down here. In fact, if anything, the water makes it far easier to get up and down to and from this place. So as I was mentioning earlier, we need to sort of fill in this cross shape so it becomes a square. So let's go ahead and get this corner here done, for example. Just got to fill that in and then fill in this entire corner. So that's one of them done. Let's go ahead and get the other 3 corners done as well. And this is what it should be looking like after you've filled them all in. Right, now what we need to do is we need to add the walls. All we're going to do is we're going to add in a 2-block high cobble perimeter to this thing. Bit of an issue. The water that wound up flowing down there, as a result of it wiping out the torches, it looks like we actually have some dark spots down there now. And there's a spider. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, there are worse mobs that could have spawned in. At least it's not a creeper. I'm not about to have my creeper brethren blow up my skyblock. That would be very bad indeed. Alrighty, just adding in the final few blocks for the perimeter wall, and there we have it. That's just about it. Right, now what we could do is we could start adding a bunch of trapdoors. The trapdoors we're going to be placing on the actual spawn platforms themselves will be the ones that restrict spider spawning. So we're going to place them down in this formation, spacing them 2 blocks apart, because spiders, in Java Edition anyway, they require a 3x3 area to spawn. So by only having 2x2 areas, they will not be able to spawn. So basically, all that should be able to spawn in here are zombies, skeletons, creepers, and probably witches on rare occasions. Endermen won't be able to spawn in here because this is only going to be a 2-block high room. And obviously, Endermen require a 3-block high space in order to spawn in. So there we are. We've got all of the trapdoors placed down for restricting the spider spawns anyway. What we're going to do now is we're going to begin adding a bunch more trapdoors lining the edges of the spawn platforms, because for whatever reason, mobs will mistake trapdoors, even open trapdoors, as blocks that they can walk on. So they will just freely walk off and into the water. I am now realizing, though, I have made a bit of a mistake in terms of my calculations. I didn't factor in the fact that I have to have 2 layers of trapdoors, one on either side of the 3-block wide areas. Whoops. So there's the spider. Wait, I can hear a zombie as well. Where the heck is the zombie? I can only assume the zombie is on top of the tree. Oh my goodness me, I'm not entirely sure that I'm a big fan of that. All right, well, let me just get up here real quick and do myself a favor. There we are. Add a little bit of lighting. We ain't about to have no more dark spots down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. 16 more trapdoors. And that really should be all we need. Uh-oh. I can hear dudes up there. No! I know what's happened. I know exactly what has happened. I didn't light up the perimeter walls, and now there's probably going to be a bunch of mobs up there. Oh, no! Why do I always forget to light things up? My level of stupidity needs to be, like, professionally measured, I swear. Oh, no! Yep, according to the entity count, there are 4 enemies up there. Oh. Why am I so dumb? Oh, my goodness me. All right, come on, Moon. Set. Become daytime, so the dudes up there despawn. Or set alight, you know, whichever applies. Ah, there you are, you son of a gun. I was wondering when you might turn up. Hey there. How's it going? Why don't you get slapped around? Go on. Boom. Dead. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is rising for what I believe is going to be the beginning of day 12. Can you believe that? It's only taken us 12 in-game days to get to the point where we've been able to make ourselves a hostile mob drop trap farm. I mean, I'm not about to claim that I'm a speedrunner in Skyblock or anything like that, but that is a pretty quick amount of time to have a hostile mob drop trap farm set up, eh? So, yep, there we go. Day 12 has just begun. And I'm hoping that in a minute or 2, that entity count should go down to 0. Again, for any of you folks interested in what I'm on about, it's the top left, 5th line down where it says E. The first number is the amount of entities, or in this case, enemies, that are in your current view. So for us, that means there are currently 4 enemies up there. They could be skeletons, they could be zombies, they could be creepers, they could be any number of things. Oh, hello. I'm seeing something going on up there. Is that a creeper stuck in my water flow at the top of the ladder? Or is that a skeleton? I can't tell. I think it's a skeleton. I think I just saw a tiny bit of a bow. All right, so there we are. 0 entities. That should mean we are safe to get back into our hostile mob drop trap farm and get things finished off. Wait, what is that at the top? Oh, bones. There must have been a skeleton that got burnt up at some point. Well, okay then. So let's get the remaining areas lined with trapdoors. And now, my friends, the final step. We are going to add a bottom half slab cobble roof. I just hope that I've done my mental calculations correct this time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back down to the bottom again because I didn't bring a crafting table nor any wood with me to make any more slabs. One of these days, my friends, one of these days, I might just come prepared to something. Or, you know, maybe I've done everything correctly. Maybe I do have enough resources. Maybe I need to be a resources half full kind of guy in Minecraft, eh? Unfortunately, in this case, being a resources half full kind of guy just doesn't cut the mustard. We don't have enough slabs after all. Oh, darn it. Alright, we're just going to make sure there's enough light in here. Then we should be able to go back down and get the stuffs that we need. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We have now got the roof on. All we need to do is get rid of all of the torches. We need to make sure all the blocks have been removed that we no longer need. And then we need to try and safely get down to the very, very bottom. Okay, so there we are. A couple more torches there. Go across here. Couple more torches, and this one's going to plunge us into darkness, so do bear with me. If it makes you feel any better, I can't see much either. But there we are. We have now opened the drop up, which is fan-dabby-dozy. What we need to try and do is we need to try and get down to the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine up those couple of ladders. We're then going to add that in. And that should start draining all the water away. And as you can see, it is indeed. Right, so now we're going to chop these ladders away because hopefully we're not going to need access to the very tippity top of that farm now. So, yeah, getting rid of all the things. Get rid of that block right there. It's unnecessary. And ladies and gentlemen, that should be it. Hostile mobs should now be able to spawn in that area up there. Whoa! 48 entities already. That is absolutely mind-boggling. So, yeah, check it out. A lot of the dudes are dying. Look at that. We're even starting to get ourselves a supply of glow sacks as well. That's hilarious. Look at that. We're even getting redstone, of course, from the witches. So, yeah. I cannot believe it. We have it. We have it done. Hostile mob drop trap farm. And it's got 86 entities up there. That's just mad, isn't it? Absolute madness. Oh, look at that. Even without the sweeping edge enchant, we're still able to do enough sweeping damage to the point where we can take down many, many different mobs at the same time because they're all one-shot. Oh, that is just brilliant. Also, we just got the acquire hardware advancement. Look at that. We've just got our first iron ingot of the series. Bruh! Oh, come on! That's got to deserve a like, surely. We finally have a fully fledged hostile mob drop trap farm. And as I was mentioning earlier, even just a single layered one is enough when you're at the bottom of the world. I'm absolutely staggered. Oh! There's a villager zombie. I don't know how I am going to be able to siphon off zombie villagers. Only villagers, let's be frank here, villagers are going to be a beyond crucial part of the progression throughout this map. I mean, for goodness sake, you can literally buy diamond armor from them, can't you? You can buy epic tools and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, my friends, that is a bridge we'll cross when it comes. For now, though, we have already achieved 30 levels. It took no time at all, my friends. No time at all. And would you check that out? We've also got ourselves a potato, finally. Of course, potatoes are better than carrots because you can't cook carrots to give you more hunger bar back. Potatoes, you can cook. We have got 2 sets of mobs spawning in. We've got passive mobs and we've got hostile mobs. What more can you ask for, eh, my friends? That'll wrap it up for today, I think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!